Metal Podcast.
I've got something to say. Hello, I'm Mickey GemInEye. I'm on the 47th episode of the show here, approaching the dawn of a new day. The dawn of a new day, where we can get into the fucking shit of proper grammar not being necessary on everybody's fucking goddamn phone use. Your phone does all of your auto capsulation, all your auto punctuation, auto this, auto that. Where is the paying attention to and caring about proper grammar? I was on TikTok. No, not a TikTok. I haven't started my TikTok yet. Announcement. I haven't started my TikTok yet. I was on Instagram and X and looking at how there is no proper punctuation and lots of feedback. Now, if you care about likes, you're going to spend a lot of time being over analytical. If you do not care about likes like me, you're going to make a podcast about how this stuff comes in to the, like, I don't know, it makes sense bubble. Like, it's a bubble of, hey, that actually makes sense. And then subsequently gets shat out of hell and shat into another, well, I could care less bubble. And just literally just being here just for the sake of talking about it, I guess. I'm literally like serving no purpose. And I need to just be like, fuck this, you know, just like cut the thing off. But hey, it's not 1990. You know, that's cool as fuck in 1990. So maybe just keep my imagination there for now, sorta, and then I'll be okay. Or if I was a human being that had an imagination, I would do that. But I am not a human being, and I am just cold, dead, and empty. So fuck the things that I have to say, unless, of course, I'm going to finish what I'm saying, of course, and say it right. Like, I'll just go over a little bit what I was saying first. The punctuation and the descriptions for people's videos and the little shorts, you know, YouTube is probably different too. I don't actually keep current and with the trending stuff. So it essentially makes me not a real podcaster. Real podcasters do keep current with what's trending. I'll keep trending, keep current if it's on video, but I don't have anything I'd rather do with my free time than like literally just kind of like become tree beard and just like mold into the nature and just like be a bag of bones that has morphed and molded into has now become a piece of vegetation. So the actual punctuation issues on here doesn't bother me so much, but it does when I'm not even current with keeping up with the ideas that I have for the show. So essentially, I'm in the clear now for if you're gonna question my authority, then you are safe to do so, because I am not going to be taking it personally. Not a chance. Nice try. My ex has no followers, or no, I'm not following anybody on X, sorry. Big mistake, big huge mistake to make. I'm not following anybody on X, but I have over 200 followers on there, and I'm not following anybody on Instagram, and I have over 115 on there, and I've already done a podcast about how most of those accounts on X are fake. And those followings on Instagram are not. Those followings on Instagram are actually not fake. I've even curated them myself by removing certain ones I didn't want there. And so that feels pretty good. What's going to feel also pretty good compared to curating my own followers and paying attention to controlling the people who follow me and can see, having control myself over who can see what I post online, is when I can kind of get into the I'm qualified now to post without proper punctuation. Sorry, it's a little bit of that Yoda-ism in my system. And if you make like goofy songs like I could tend to do, that would lead me onto my segue to something different to speak on for a second here. My exclusive tracks for this current project I'm working on have a unlisted privacy setting, as in you can view this content if you have the link. It is not available for the public as it is goofy, and I do not want people seeing my goofy side unless you know me well, like being able to call me Mickey Mouse because we're close friends, and that establishes my moment there of that. So make sure that you, if you are one of those that get the exclusive unlisted links to this special exclusive content, that you also know like fucking how much other fucking shit that I'm gonna sit over here and verbal vomit to give you. It is somewhat important to put side by side the last episode. The last episode was like, hey, I'm going to teach you something important. I want to so badly. And then like, well, not really. I'm just going to kind of leave that up to, who's ever doing that. Same here. This is actually, don't look at these show notes. That's the next episode. Sorry. You have been viewing the show notes for 2 episodes from now. Oh, how embarrassing. Oh, how humiliating. Oh my days. It's proper punctuation and grammar for this one. That was copyright platforms. Despite my frustrations with how things should be properly done and what my common sense tells me, I've decided to be a nice guy and give you that episode that you just got a sneak peek of right there on screen. If not, and you happen to be blind and still consuming online content and happen to have found me through a friend of some sort, it contains the episode in question, copyrights, platform, portfolio that I use, paid money for, a lifetime subscription, helping me describe my own work and helping me really just keep the fire alive to stay persevering and determined to post my music and submit it to artists or submit it to record labels, as there are phone numbers, emails, and addresses for Roadrunner Records, Atlantic Records, which happens to be the, speaking of missing links, missing link for the previous episode of mentioning the upcoming birthday or previous birthday of an album that I was like, what record label is this? It was Atlantic Records. That's what it was. Okay, got it. Cool, excellent, awesome, sweet, super awesome. Check out that episode. It was episode 42 with the story on that album. And the proper punctuation and grammar not being used on this had me writing down this paragraph, really short one actually. People don't spell check their social media posts these days, and this is my ranting and raving of indignation for it. Like I said, I'm not that angry about it, but I'm pretty angry about a lot of stuff. If you seem to find that this shit becomes a problem for you, like, let's be angry about it together. The proper punctuation is like not needed for the videos, and you can post your videos up without proper punctuation and people don't care, and that has nothing to do with your autocorrect and auto punctuation or any of that stuff. It's just you're posting this so people can do it. I'm posting this half so people could listen to it and do it themselves, and then that's what it is for me. Keeping that fire alive for determination to see who can get with what I'm doing. When will I be actually satisfied with what I'm doing? When will I actually say, this track that I've made, this one track, is actually good enough? I could think of the last time that I have put out a track where I said, this track that I've made is enough. And it turns out it's actually like an entire fucking album, because that's my entire standard right now. It's like the whole album. The first fucking album of this current project, that's where I put it out like, dude, there's a shitload of fucking mistakes, but you have to put it out the fucking demo version, and then you have to allow the fucking time to crop up where you have the expertise that later that you don't have now, and then make the thing come from demo to non-demo to when you still ain't gonna be satisfied with it. You're a good artist, and you're gonna hear that 1,000 fucking times from a million people at dinner parties and regular parties and boat parties and yacht parties and shit, underground fucking bunkers parties. The good artist is never satisfied, but put that into a little bit more expanded upon articulation and into actual practice for me, so I can actually understand and have some substance to what you're saying. Like, same with here. I'm talking the talk and walking the walk. So keeping me from doing this is why I'm not getting money and stuff like that. But there must be some fairy folk and wee folk and little green men running around thinking, well, if we can't stop him from doing this, why would we allow him the freedom that he needs right now to be known and seen enough to be having the support system of people donating money? I'm ranting and raving and digressing vehemently and getting off the rails so much. I've just made it a regular part of my diet to just go off track like that. And hey, what the fuck's wrong with it when I identify it right after, though, right? Anyway, I could care less that much about proper punctuation and grammar. It's just something to fill 15 minutes or so. Probably has only been 10. No, 12, 13. So get the fucking goddamn couple minutes here of winding down and cool down period here with me, where I run through like basically whatever I can, whatever it is that I can grasp the concept of. Do I want to tell you about future projects, previous projects, current projects? There's no current. So hashtags, Spotify, how things are going. I don't know where I'm at, but I think that for me the whole point of making a podcast is just the sake of sitting and talking, filling some time. When I'm listening to podcasts, personally, I don't honestly retain too much of the information divulged there, but I pay close attention and enjoy the tones of voice and the spaces in between the words and the ways, the dynamics of the voice and all of that type of you are a fully equipped, full musician bundle in a bag of bones. So if you need something from me other than this please explicitly tell me, as I am telling you right now, that to keep this show going and to keep my cup full of delicious, warm, sweet, tasty, irresistible, and completely and utterly the darkest pitch of black coffee with the fucking room filled up with smoke. That should air you out of here. Now get the fuck out of the Vault of Doom and go do your homework with a Google, you know, it's like knowing what all your homework is. Like Smart House, Jax's mom. And she's so hot. She's such a fine damn thing. Anyway, I'm out of here, guys. You could chill as long as you want. I'm just gonna sit here and not do anything for a little while. It's experimental podcasting.